Do you know that feeling when you are on a diet and everything is under control, like you are really good and you are maintaining that calorie limit or carb limit or whatever the diet is, and then you discover that there are cashew nuts on a discount and you buy like a big bag and eat like half of the bag in a couple of days? You're wondering what that's about? Well, it's another plant haul. I have not been buying plants for the longest time and I was so good about it. And then things happened. We got Hoyas last week, we have Begonias now, and we're gonna have some Hoyas tomorrow, which we're gonna see in one of the next videos. It's a complete spiral. It's a complete spiral. I would say both not in a good way and in a good way, because all of these plants were really like, it was a great price for all of them. So it's good, but also, do we need more plants? Well, depends who you are, depends on the observer. I say yes. So we have some new /old begonia today. Hello everyone, my name is Miro and welcome to my channel. As I said, we are going to unbox some begonias here, and these are actually plants that I used to have. And you may wonder, well, why do you say that in a past tense? Well, because they croaked. They got root mealybugs, which is why we're going to repot these in the video today right away, because this seller seems to have a root mealybug issue. Well, actually, I think begonias have like a root mealybug issue. Like no matter what you do, it seems to me that begonia are just bound to develop root mealybug at some point. So we're just going to take care of that right away. We're going to repot them. Hopefully we do have pots. And we're going to put them in a terrarium environment, which is probably going to be a prop box temporary. Yeah, we did have these and I treated them with a couple of things, but I think it was hydrogen peroxide that did them in. And while I do have bits and pieces of these that are kind of alive and are supposed to recover, I just saw these for like a fraction of the price for which I originally got them, and I could not say no. Actually, I could say no because no one asked me, no one even offered these to me. I found these myself. So saying no was definitely an option, but you know. So let's just dive in. These plants did really well. They were, when I had like a big IVR shelf in the back, they were in that terrarium with my Epicea, which also croaked because of that treatment, so do not recommend. And for the longest time they did really well. They were growing nicely. They were a little bit on the reddish side because these are supposed to be black begonias with black leaves, but I exposed them to too much light. Now I know better, and the begonias that I have in the back, which you can't see, but they're off to the side, they're doing much better in lower light. So we're just going to take better care of them this time. I do have to propagate my begonias because they are overgrowing that terrarium, which is causing me some issue. But that is not what we're going to do today. Instead, we're going to open this package. Now, I did want some other begonia with these, but she unfortunately or fortunately sold them, depending who you are. And once again, I do seem to have a gift. This lady always sends me a gift. So we have 3 plants. I only ordered 2. So really, you can't say anything because I did not want to order 3. A couple of them are smaller, one of them is big. So let's be greedy and start with the biggest one. I'm a little bit concerned what the gift is going to be because while gifts are nice, I don't like to add plants in my collection, which I don't want to add in my plant collection, so we'll just see. I don't really have anyone locally that I can just gift this to, because no one really is looking for terrarium begonia, are they? But I will say a couple of times this lady did gift me things that were amazing. Now this is not a gift, this is what I paid for. I really was so sad when these begonias did not do well with that treatment. I was actually very angry, but we have them again. And it's still looking a little bit red. These are supposed to really get dark leaves. And if I'm not mistaken, I think these begonias have bloomed for me. So they were doing well. So this is metallic black. You can see it's not really metallic black, and I think the issue is the light. I think they need much lower light to get that black color, but it is definitely that plant, but it's looking more red. So we have to work on the color a little bit. I mean, it is beautiful. I will show you photos of how this is supposed to, or what is this supposed to look like. Now, I will say one thing. These don't arrive with root mealybugs. This is like a pretty good root system. And I don't see any root mealybugs, but they somehow developed them here. I don't know what it is, because I don't see any. So we're just gonna remove this potting mix and we're gonna repot them right away, in hopes that that's gonna minimize things. I think just, by living in terrarium, those root mealybugs get to thrive. But truly a wonderful plant. I think mine was the same color. I was never able to get it completely black. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but it is supposed to be black. Now we have another one. Potting mix is falling out all over my cream pants. Why do I insist on wearing light colors? Don't know. Oh, this is another one I ordered. Now this one I will say is darker and very, very wet. She probably just took them out of a terrarium. Ooh. I have potting mix falling everywhere. Oh no. Okay, so this one broke completely. This is Begonia Miri, completely broken. However, oof, I don't know if we can save it, guys. Oh, that's a shame. That's really a shame. So, one leaf fell off. Which this is really surprising. She does not have these issues. But this is completely mangled. It's broken in 4 spots. So we do have the root ball. So I think I'm just going to repot this and I guess try to do something with the broken pieces. This is obviously not looking good. But this is also the reality. I'm very, very surprised. I think I'm gonna tell her. Yeah, I mean, it was cheap, so that's good. Much cheaper than what I paid for, but obviously, than what I paid for initially for this plant, but obviously, yeah, this is just not ideal. So I'm going to take a photo of that. That is a shame. And that is why I don't sell begonia. Hoyas are fine, but begonia, absolutely not. I wish I knew where my phone is. Oh, this is actually what I want. Oh, I killed this one too. This one I never grew well, ever. And I've been wondering whether to get it. Oh, please do not be broken. It's very flimsy. Let me just unpack it. Oh, guys, I think this one is broken too. Oh no, something's happening. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's not broken. She's just very strange. So this is... I think it's called variabilis or variabilis, but I think it's variabilis. I mean, look at the writing. You tell me what it says there, but I think it's variabilis. I do want this one, and I'm so happy to have it. She needs some work, so we're gonna work on her. Oh my goodness, okay, I need to change. Okay, so let me just take photos of this one. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like to complain, but I'm going to tell her. I feel like such a B word for complaining because I have got a good price, but still. I hate it. Okay, I gotta clean this up before we locate some pots and see where I can keep this. I have prop boxes. I have an empty terrarium which I want to re-establish, but that section needs a lot of work. That's gonna be a video. Me working on my begonia terrariums. All right, we are back to repot these begonias. It's been about an hour and a half since I unboxed them and they're starting to look bad. At least these ones. So essentially she told me to simply cut off this part as I was gonna do and to root it separately and it's going to be fine, which not exactly the response that I was hoping for, but she did say if it doesn't make it, she's going to replace it. 2 leaves have gone. So we do have a mangled tip with another broken leaf, which I'm going to attempt to pot. But yeah, things are not looking great. We essentially have, is this broken here? It's not. So there is another broken leaf, so I'm just gonna take that one off with a scalpel. And I'm going to make a cut here later. I'm going to try to root these leaves, even though they look like wilted piece of salad that you forgot in the back of your fridge. Actually have another one, so I can give it a go. And we're going to try with the top, which has a singular leaf and a growing tip, but I'm not putting much faith into that. As for the base, we essentially have like a new growth and a broken leaf. So I'm just going to give this a clean cut. And there we go. I will repot that. But first, we are gonna do work with the one that looks like something, which is this one. I have 3 pots here. Oh, 4, my goodness. So, Begonia Metallic Black. Currently with no root mealybugs, and let's hope this remains the case. So I'm just going to remove this old mix that's really wet. So far, again, I see nothing, which doesn't mean there isn't anything. She does use regular peat, however, I'm gonna tell you it doesn't give regular peat vibes to me. I could be wrong. This is not perlite, the white thing, that's styrofoam balls. A lot of old growers here use styrofoam instead of perlite. I mean, I guess it doesn't fall apart, but I don't know, it just always gives me weird vibes. It's kind of like when they use old neon lights for like a steak. I don't know, have you ever seen that? Broomstick, okay, I get it, it's wood, but like old neon lights, that's wild. Upcycling, I suppose. Really, there is no way with begonias. I find it's really hard to remove these potting mixes once they're so rooted, like this one. So we'll probably have some mix left, and to be quite honest with you, I would not be surprised if we get root mealybugs 6 months down the line, which is something we're gonna cross 6 months down the line. I mean, they're completely healthy now. I don't know, is it my environment? I didn't use anything with those begonias that could lead to root mealybugs. Clean pots, new fresh potting mix. Now I'm going to bleach that terrarium one more time because I want to establish it now for begonia because it's empty. But for whatever reason, they just appear. Though I will say, I haven't looked in a month or so, but my 2 terrariums have been actually root mealybug free. Don't know if that's still the case, but I'm going to water those plants today and start recording a different video. I think I need to water them, do some cleanup, and then order new pots and propagate those because they're getting way out of hand. Don't know what I'm gonna do with all the begonia propagations, as I do not wish to send anything to anyone. I would hate to pack this. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with how clean this is. There's just no point, really. I don't want to destroy it right away, so I'm just going to leave it and, you know, if when it grows, as it grows, propagate it, I suppose. But we're going to use a mix that I used for the other ones, which is perlite, vermiculite, and regular peat. I have regular peat, which I got for Begonia only many months ago, and they've been working really well for me in regular peat. I know, peat is bad. I agree, but they just didn't grow for me in anything else this well, so I definitely overdid perlite. It's a little bit dry, this new mix, so I'll have to bottom water them pretty much instantly. It's a little bit more porous than it usually is. I do tend to make slightly heavier mix. It is also fertilized, which helps. I still have not gotten any fertilizer for my begonia, and I really should get something, because this was fertilized, but I think now we probably ran out of the fertilizer in the potting mix. I mean, in the ones that I have potted. So that's looking decent. And the see-through pot is going to give us the ability to monitor what's happening, which is useful. Now this one, it probably doesn't have a big root system, and I'm not wrong, it doesn't. I'm still going to use the same pot because I don't have anything smaller. So into the same pot she goes. And hopefully this time around, this one grows better. It really did not grow all... I mean, it did grow, but it was very weird, and the leaves were small. And I think that's because it was under very high light, which now I know it does not look great. It's all bent, but hopefully it will look better. That looks terrible. It looks like a roadkill. Looks like a roadkill. And then this one, still no root mealies, so that's good. Not many leaves though. As we can see, I'm a little bit underwhelmed here. Typically I do a better job, but I don't know. I was just really looking forward to this one. I'm a little bit disappointed that it arrived in such a state, because it was supposed to replace the other one that croaked, and clearly that's not going to happen. Though once again, it may grow well. It probably will grow well. I'm also a little bit underwhelmed by this potting mix I made. The peat, because it's open, got very dry. I mean, it will hydrate, but it's just giving sandy vibes. Just going to put mix here. Let's get that, make a fresh cut, which isn't very clean. Let's do one more. There we go. I'm just gonna put it in here. I guess I'm gonna do a fresh cut on the leaves. I don't really have a flat surface, so I'm just gonna do it on my legs so I can make sure to get begonia sap on my pants and potentially cut myself. So we cut the leaves. I know you can cut these leaves into several parts, but I'm not going to do that. To be quite frank with you, I barely have the patience as is for this. Very mangled leaf. I'm going to do the same here. Whatever. It's terrible. I don't know how that's not going to rot, but I'm just gonna do the same for this last mangled one. Hey, maybe if this is successful, I can do a begonia propagation video. Just propagating them from leaves. I know a lot of people are successful with this. I can't say I've been in the past with stem propagations. Yes, with leaves, not so much. Once again, a pot of wilted salad. They're all going to get watered now. And essentially, we pray. For these, I'm going to dispose of the mix and the cups. And that's it. It's a little bit of a shorter video and the energy definitely got lower there. I was not expecting that. She did say in a couple of weeks I'm going to be able to order the begonias that I couldn't this time because she sold them out. So I'm definitely going to get some of those. A lot of those are ones I destroyed with the treatment, but there should be one, hopefully if she understood my request well. There is one there that I've wanted for a while, and I told her multiple times that I wish for this begonia, and I know she has it. So hopefully in the next round we can try again. I feel a little bit fidgety right now, which it's not great. I'm just gonna go and make a coffee for myself because I'm sure that's gonna help with being fidgety. I will see you in the next video. Sorry for all over the place energy, but sometimes that's how you have to lead your life, all over the place. Don't know what to tell you. Don't expect calmness here. That's not what this channel is for. This channel is for complete, unfiltered chaos. With that, I leave you. I hope you have a wonderful day and see you next time. Okie dokie. Pure chaos. I would like to take some time to thank all of my patrons for their incredible support. A massive shout out to my $5 patrons, my 2 anonymous patrons, Alex von Siebenthal, Anne Margaret Moen, Andrea Jerush, Angela Bernard, Angelina Farnan, Anna Malia, Anna P. Aspen Drake, Betsy, Brett Noble, Katie Revert, Catherine Molina, Connie Pagano, Crystal Despain, Daniela, Danube Daniels, Daria W, Deanne Sikorsky, Dwight, Edith W, Elena Saxon, Ellen, Farah, Francis Wilkins, Gathering Moss, Gina Geisig, Rositz Kyle, Hannah Matlin, Hoji Scott, Into the Forest, Yana Griffin, Jen C, Jessica Chio, Jody D. Gomez, Jonas Barr, Hjorth Larson, Kara, Catherine P, Casey Gross, Kelso, Kimberly Polka, Christy Ehrlich, Laura Castle, Al Lindberg, Lee Mooney, Lucas Irchevsky, Mandy Milliken, Marcel Har, Mary, Marisa Kova, Marina Yarmolich, Melissa Walker, Michelle Heron, Mirka Grun-Roos, MJW, Moa Edmund, Miss Seidenhar, Anne Neely Yang, Nicole Maroney, Nguyen, Nita Macy, Odette, Ola Pogo, PJ, Saig Zera, Rachel Peterson, Rebecca C, Renee Church, Sharon Bone, Sherry from SC, Starla Van Lith, Suvi Cortecangas, Tessa Martins, Thomas Marsden, Tia B, Trista Bailey, Tristan Thomas, Vampire Siren, Van Alien, Xenia Green, Youth of the Volmud, Zaira Rivera, Zlokov Niponi, and A Flower. Also, a big thank you to my $3 patrons: Botany Benz, Cologne, Daryl Del Rosario, Diana, Eden Corlett, Holly Borner, Ivy, Joanna, KPZ, Lindsay Ann, Maria Isabel, Monica Wykers, Nerdy Kathy, O'Here Plants, Ringlov Tang, Watanisria Cool, VH, and www.myhoya.shop. And a thank you to my $1 patrons: Alice Borland, Ann C, Brandon Pacheco, Couture Helvetica, Deepanjali Rao, Amelia Bronson, Julie Sullivan, Julie Lafford, Kayla Vavra, Kelly Ash, Kelly Gallagher, Chris Perez, Laura Jackson, Lori Ann Subramaniam, Luzmin Fernandez, Mary Diamond, Mary Rose, Neely Spicer, Nerdy Kathy, Olivia Chen Mueller, Pacific and W Plant Lady, Pax Slydig, and Steph Fox.